Hi, my name is Paul Irvin. I'm the inventor of living rainwater tanks. And what we're going to do today is show you how to assemble one of these tanks. Upon receiving it, what you want to do is separate all your parts out. As you can see, we have done that here. And we'll explain each one of these parts as we go through. What you want to do is your tank location. You need it naturally to be as close to your house as possible, even though it doesn't have to be, because you can put all your piping and stuff underground from your downspouts to your tank if you so choose. You always want it to be on a level surface, and you need to pay particular attention to your surface. You want it to be as level as possible. And you got to remember, this tank weighs between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds when it's full. So if you need to, seek an engineer's advice on your structure, whether it will support it or not. Okay, now we're going to begin to install the tank. You want to grab your inside corner. Oh, and let me tell you about your personal protective equipment. You definitely want to wear gloves when you're installing these tanks because they're metal, and naturally metal is sharp and it can cut you. So we highly recommend that you wear gloves when you install these tanks. What I have here is an inside corner support, and you can see it has a down arrow on it. So that will be down. We'll get 2 of these. We'll lay them in the general area that you'll be assembling your tank. Again, you can see the down arrow. Make sure they're both facing the same direction. We grab one bottom panel, and you can tell by your bottom panel because it has a flat surface on the bottom of it right there. You grab your next panel, and it has a hole in it, and that's going to be for your hose bib. And what makes our tank so unique is our design in the slide seam. So you'll take the panel, you'll put it together, and you'll slide it. Lay it down, make sure everything's good and even. Get your 5/16 bolt and nut. You'll put your nut on it. Then you'll put your other bolt in. The thing about these is you want to just leave them finger tight. You don't want them tight at all. Okay, we have all 4 corners on and our 2 end pieces starters down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lift the ends up and put one of our long 6-foot side panels on. So what you want to do is you want to bring it over here, set it up. Bolts. Again, finger tight. Okay, there's one side. Now this other side is a lot easier once you have it to where it's stabilized. We'll raise the other end. Okay, that's your base. It's built. Now we're ready to start assembling our panels on the walls. The most important thing is to follow the order that I'm going to do this in. What you're going to want to do is grab you another end panel, slide it in, and bolt it. You want to bolt as you go up on these. And if for some reason you're on uneven ground and you get a hole that doesn't quite line up, well, the holes are notched in here, but if you're on uneven ground, sometimes it makes it a little harder to get them to line up. The panels move up and down real easy so you can make your holes up. Do one on the other end. A good way to hold your panels when you slide them together is to grasp them like that, like this. Slide. Every once in a while you're going to get catnip that may not work, but we send extra ones for that. That doesn't happen very often, but it just happens right there. Then you get your long intermediate panels. Again, hold them like this. Line it up. Make sure you're good in line with the panel below it. One thing in sliding these panels, you want to make sure that you don't have anybody down here, or you don't have your hand on this end, because that could be a place where you can get your fingers cut really bad. So you need to make sure that there's nobody in that area as you slide the panels. We've got our base built. We have our bolts in our long panels and all the bolts in it. What we're going to do now is we're going to take and put our rigid foam in the bottom of the tank. This is what the liner sets on. Again, what you want to do is make sure there's no big rocks down there that can protrude through the foam. And if you see our video where we set 4,000 pounds on this rigid foam with 1 inch and 3/4 inch rocks underneath it handles really well. Again, this will help square the tank up, put it together. Make sure your corners are down. Push it all the way down. And your base is in for your tank. Now what you're going to do is you're going to build up your walls on either end. And you can just slide all these together and then come back and put the bolts in if you like. We're going to go 3 of them, and then go ahead and put a bolt in. One more intermediate panel. And then the top panel. The top panel has the inlet or the outlet hole in it, and it has the track for the liner, and then it has the seal for the mosquitoes. Same thing on the other side.